In today's Anime Adventures video, I predict the values for all the new units, not including just the next update, but for the next couple of updates. So the Bungo Stray Dogs units values, the new tournaments values, the Infinity Castle units, Rohan, Gilgamesh, things like that. Now, it wasn't just me who predicted these values, I did with a group of people. So if you want to be in videos like this one, go join my Discord server down below, and I'll put the people that I predict the values with. So thanks so much for them on the screen right now. Now, I'll also try to say that I'm being honest, I want to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and all you guys got to do is go subscribe. So please subscribe. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Let's try 150 likes in this video, and if you're feeling generous, please do like and comment, because if you like and comment, it's the same as donating, as more people will see this video. And I'm trying to save up for a PC, so please do like and comment. I did one of these before, and it was actually quite accurate. Now, and if you want to go check that out, I'll put it on the screen right now. It was for the summer update, pretty much all the summer units. So yeah, if you want to see how accurate you think this video will be, go check out that one. And if you want to know how much rerolls, just go look at the value list, which I'll put in the top of the description, so you can see the value list and compare it to other units' values and rerolls if you've never seen the value list in your life. Let's get straight into the video. Okay, so the first unit we're going to be going over is Rohan, since Rohan is probably the first of all the units I'm going to put in this video that's actually going to become tradable. So let's go over Rohan and then his shiny. So yeah, Rohan's probably going to be around 75 value and 3 demand. His demand is not going to be that high just because he's not that good of a unit. His cosmetic will be mid. It won't be bad. It won't be that good. It'll just be a small stand type cosmetic most likely. If his cosmetic is insane, then his value will be a little bit higher. And if it's actually very underwhelming, it'll be a little bit lower. But it won't be lower than 50. It won't be lower than 60. It will be around there. But most likely, it's probably going to be decent. It's going to be like around 75. Maybe higher, but most likely a little bit less. Now for shiny Rohan, it's kind of a special exception. It's a little bit different, and it's not really a special exception because we will have this for a couple of units in this video, not for all of them, but for a couple. So Rohan is going to be one of them because we're going to show for the good cosmetic and the bad cosmetic. So if the cosmetic is good for shiny Rohan, the value will be 906 demand, and it could be 900 plus. It could be even more, but most likely it's going to be 900 because I highly doubt they're going to make it that insane, especially for a stand unit. But most likely if the cosmetic is bad, Roblox Clash is an 18 plus website where you can gamble your Robux or even your money, gamble your Robux, potentially get money out, or Robux or limited. So as you can see here, if you go to the deposit, you can deposit using all these methods. And then if you want to withdraw, you're just going to click the wallet and you're going to go to withdraw, and these are all the withdrawals. There's many games to choose from slots to case bows, coin flips. You pick any of these games. There's so many different kind of cool games. I mean, yeah, these are pretty much slots, but not the only way to make currency. You can also get free coins. Just click on your profile and boom, all you gotta do is enter my affiliate code Rexon, which will go click my link top of the description, and yeah, using my code Rexon. And remember, be 18 plus before using. Let's get back into the video. It'll be 650 with 4 demand, and as I say, the values are around there, so it's not specifically 650. Might be a little bit less, a little bit more, but it won't be that far off, hopefully. So yeah, it won't be too high even if the cosmetic is good, because it won't be nothing insane or nothing too extravagant. But yeah, it depends on the cosmetic, because like units like Piccolo, it's like the same type of unit, right? But the cosmetic is so good, the value is so high, and it's just increasing. So yeah, it's pretty much what I think about shiny Rohan. Now Chuo or Chuo, I don't know how to say his name. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to let me know how to say this guy's name. But you know who he is. He's the new hill unit, and it's actually a pretty good unit, thus making his value 50, but his demand is still going to be quite low. His cosmetic is definitely not going to be anything too crazy, but the fact that he's actually a good unit, a good hill unit, a lot of people want him, it's going to make his value a little bit increase compared to the other like non-shiny units of the Bungo Stray Dogs update. So that's why he's probably going to have the highest unevo other than Dazai, not unevo, unshiny value. So yeah, it's gonna have 50 value, 3 demand, maybe it'll be a little bit less, but it'll be more than all the other Bungo Stray Dog units non-shiny other than Desai. So yeah. Now shiny Chuo, I don't know how to say the name. If I don't know how to say the name, but the value will be 525. It might be a little bit less, it might be a little bit more, if I'm being completely honest. It might be a tiny bit off because I don't know, it just depends on the cosmetic a lot as well. But the fact that it's a good unit increases its value, since the average for these are like 450, 425, 475, things like that. So the average for these type of units is, for when they're shiny, it's like that due to their rarity. But I decided to increase it just because of the fact that it's actually a good unit. It's a meta unit. A lot of people are going to want it. So I say 525. It might be from 475 to 525 around there. I'm saying 525 just because it's actually a good unit, and I feel like it's actually gonna have a decent cosmetic too. So yeah, that's what I'm saying is 525. But I would say this might be a little bit off. But yeah. Okay, so Easu will have a value of 40 just because it's going to be a little bit better than units like Psycho and things like that, because it is still a decent ground unit. But at the end of the day, the cosmetic is going to be mid at best. It's not going to be nothing too extravagant, especially on shiny. And I mean, it's just a regular unit. Like, it's just going to be 40 value. If you have disagreements, it's probably just going to be like 5 value off. So let's be honest. So yeah, 40 value, I guess you could say. Now, this is a values prediction video, so I'm also kind of predicting the cosmetics since they're not already out yet. And let's be real, I just particularly don't think they're going to be cooking with this one. And Easu is a decent unit, don't get me tripping, it's a pretty good unit. But it's not too extravagant, let's be real. Like, it's just a ground unit that is, like, you might use her, you might not use her, it just depends. If you get unique on her, amazing, obviously. But it does not look that cold, doesn't even look that different from a regular version, just maybe a tiny bit different with the clothes. I don't think it's going to be too cold. It's not going to be nothing like Shiny Mommy or anything like that. So I'm just giving it 400 value and demand 3. Well, that's what we came to a conclusion as a group, obviously. I don't know why I keep making it sound like it's just me. But yeah, 400 value, 3 demand. Some of you guys might disagree. You might say higher or lower. Some of you might just say that just because you have her, so you want it to be higher. Which, fair play to you, obviously. But it's not like I decide the values. Now, Aku, in my opinion, will have more than Easu when it comes to the base form and the shiny version, which we'll get onto right after this one. But the base form of Aku, I think, will have more, just because the cosmetic will be a little bit better. They might just decide to make it, 40. It's not that big of a deal, let's be real. It's only 5 value, so it's only going to be 5 value or 10 off less. So it's nothing, it's not the end of the world, but pretty sure it's going to be like a little bit more, or at least I would think it's going to be a little bit more, just because the cosmetic is most likely, unless they somehow mess it up completely, it's going to look better. Because come on, that looks pretty cool, let's be honest, compared to the Easu cosmetic. Now, shiny Easu, you might be surprised or you might not even be surprised, but it will be less than shiny Chuo, just because the fact that he's a worse unit and it's less needed compared to a unit like Chuo, have you say his name. I'm talking about the new heal unit from the new event. But yeah, it's going to be less than Chuo, but not by too much, just because the fact that his cosmetic is going to look cool. Maybe not that cool. They're probably going to give him a little bit more effects, change the color to blue, and yeah, just give him a bit more effects, things like that. Give him the full cosmetic, because they don't really give you the whole thing as well. So yeah, that's probably what's going to change. So not too much, it's not going to be a whole game changer when it comes to the cosmetic compared to the original one, which also kind of decreases its value. But yeah, this value is not too off either. It might be just a little bit like maybe like 10-20 off, but nothing too like insanely off or anything like that. I think his name is Sushi, I think that's how you say his name, but he's most likely to have the worst cosmetic out of all of the units from what it looks like. They're not really showing much about him, and then with things that you can see, let's be real, it's not looking too cool. So I'm going to just give it a base value of 40. He's a decent unit, it's alright. So yeah, it's just going to be regular. When it's unshiny, it's just going to be regular. I'm probably going to have the low shiny. Now, shiny Sushi, I think that's how you say his name. Well, that's how I'm just going to say it, because I'm not good with the pronunciations of these copyright names, or even let's say if it's a real name. I don't know. I've not watched Bungo Stray Dogs, which is the anime it's from. He's probably going to have the lowest value just because he looks like he's going to have the most dookie cosmetic. And he's not an insane unit. It's not a game-breaking, game-changing unit that you probably want. You can just get better alternatives. Like Stain is just 10 times better than the Sky. Let's just be completely honest. Guts probably has a better bleed than the Sky. So maybe if I'm completely wrong, I apologize. Let me know in the comments. But he doesn't look like he's going to be anything too special. So I'm going to give him 375. Because it's still a little bit higher than maybe Kyoko. Same as, I think, Psycho when it's shiny. So, yeah. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The moment you guys probably skip to. Because I'm probably going to make this into chapters, so you can just skip to what part you want to see. But the moment you've been waiting for, the moment you want to skip to, Dazai. I know a lot of you got Desai, not a lot of you been grinding for Desai. Now his cosmetic is most likely to look very good, and a lot of people want the cosmetic to look good, so anime is just going to get flamed if it looks bad. But there's no really way to mess up his cosmetic. It looks very good. If you've seen him, when you click view, it shows all the kanji letters, and it looks pretty cool. So that, keep in mind that it's going to look pretty good. The fact that he's actually a very good support unit and decent ground DPS, but mostly his support ability is quite good. Maybe not as good as Homura's, but it is up there. It's definitely up there for being a quite good unit. So for that reason, the fact that his cosmetic is going to look good, and the fact that it's actually a pretty good unit that people definitely want, especially if they're going for endgame. they're definitely going to want this unit. So for that reason, the value will be 285. It might be a little bit less, but no less than 250. Maybe if they're really feeling kind of, you know, awful, they'll make it like 245 or something at lowest. But realistically, if we're putting it bang in the middle from people that will overpay for it and people that will underpay, it should be like 285, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. Depends how you're feeling. And yeah, the demand will be quite decent just because it's actually a very good support unit, and the cosmetic is most likely to look good unless they completely fumble it and they just feel like just getting really insanely lazy somehow, even though they've already made it. So they've already made the pots for the cosmetic, so it's gonna look good. It's gonna look good, I'm telling you. Mid at worst. So yeah, that's pretty much the value. It's gonna be more than Homura when Homura first came out, just because the cosmetic is gonna look decent. Now this shiny Dazai will be around value of 1,900. Some people were saying that it might be a little bit less because cosmetics going to be absolute garbage. Some people were saying it could be a little bit more, like maybe 2,000, or that it should stay at 1,900 just because the cosmetic is going to look decent. But it's the fact that it's shiny and it's already a good unit. So for those reasons, it's going to be 1,900. Obviously, he's definitely not going to start off more than Homura. If anything that think is going to be more than Homura, you are out of your mind. You're out of your mind if you think he's above 2,500. You're out of your mind. Like, if Anime Adventures, the people that make the value list, decide he's 2,500 or above, I don't know what they're smoking. But he will probably increase over time. It's probably going to be like the Homer stocks, you know what I mean? The Homer stocks increasing every single time they update the value list. It's probably going to be something like that. But for now, we're saying 1,900 as a group. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, but it's not that off if I'm being completely honest. It should not be that off, or then people making the value list. I don't know what's smoking. Now I've got Gilgamesh, which is another one that you guys definitely will know the value to, and I'm here to let you know Gilgamesh's value, if the cosmetic is good, will be 300 now. Some of you saying, wow, that's very high. Some of you saying, you know, that's reasonable. And some of you saying, yeah, that's too high. Now I've got to say, if the cosmetic is very good, it goes beyond expectations, obviously it's going to be high value, because what? Homura is a good support unit with a mid cosmetic. Come on, it is mid. It's not bad. It's not that good. So yeah, Gilgamesh is definitely going to have like around 300 value if the cosmetic is good, with a 5 demand, because people are going to want it obviously, because it's actually a very, very good unit and it's going to have a good cosmetic. Because let's say Flamingo is a pretty good ground DPS with a, let's say mid, it's not bad, it's pretty good, it's pretty decent cosmetic. So if Gilgamesh has a good cosmetic and it's a very good unit, it's going to have 300 value. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, but it won't be that far off. If the cosmetic is bad, it still be 260 value, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, and with a 45 value, because it's still going to be a very good unit that people are still going to want just because of the pure fact it's a good unit. Some people's favorite anime characters, Gilgamesh, you know, people like Fate, people like Gilgamesh, but it's mostly because of the fact that it's actually a very good unit. Now the same thing is going to apply to Shiny Gilgamesh, whether the cosmetic is good and whether the cosmetic is bad, because they could make Shiny Gilgamesh have the most insane cosmetics, or it could be absolute mid. It won't be bad, that's what I'll say for a fact. The cosmetics will not be bad, but whether they decide to make it insanely good or insanely bad, I don't know. It's just how lazy are the devs feeling this time, you know what I mean? So the good value will be 2,000 plus. 2,000 plus, it could be even more, maybe a little bit less, but I'm telling you it's going to be like 2,000 plus. But it's 6 to 7 demand, because people are going to want it. Then if it's bad, still it's going to be 1,200 plus, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, with 5 demand. But it won't, like what I've just said, it won't be too far off. Now when I say too far off, it won't be more than 200 off. It'll be like maybe 100 off, if like, it just depends on what they decide to put down obviously, but it won't be that far off, trust me. And I'm saying 2,000 plus because you get overpays, and it might even be even higher. So I don't want to say like just 2,000 flat, if you know what I mean. Now who is this? This is the new Infinity Castle unit that's going to drop. I don't know if it's going to be next update. You can open it the update after. I do not know. I have not even been running Infinity Castle, if I'm being honest. But the character is going to be Dragon Ball Z's Cooler. If you don't know who that is, go search up Cooler, like literally Cooler, like that's literally the name. I'm pretty sure it's a non-canon Dragon Ball Z character from like the movies. I'm pretty sure. I kind of forgot. I don't think he's canon. I'm pretty sure from when I watched it ages ago. I think he was canon. I'm pretty sure just in the movies. He's a pretty cool character. I'll be honest, he's a very cool character. But He's just going to be like all the other Infinity Castle units, but he'll probably be a decent unit and have a little, kind of decent cosmetic, so it'll be above like things like Roche and things, probably the same as Bombier, since Bombier is decent with just the wings. So yeah, it'll be the same as the other Infinity Castle units. Now this is most likely what the Infinity Castle Shiny is supposed to look like. I actually have no clue what else they would make it look like. I'm pretty sure this is the only other actual version shown in the animes, because there's no way a different version is even shown in the mangas of Cooler that like could be considered a different version. So yeah, this is probably gonna be Meta Cooler, which will be the shiny version. They can't make Golden Cooler because that's just not a thing. That's a fan-made thing. It's fan-made because they've seen Gold Freezer. Oh yeah, Golden Cooler, then Golden Cooler. Like no, this is probably the only version of the shiny that can be of the Infinity Castle unit. So yeah, if his cosmetic is good, the value will go from 800 to 1000 plus with 6 demand. Like if the cosmetic is good, it's good. But I highly doubt the cosmetic will be that good in my opinion. I feel like they're definitely gonna fumble this. I mean, it's not really fumble, you just can't make the cosmetic look that good, I personally think. And if the cosmetic is bad, it'll go from 400 to 500. Then yeah, that's pretty much it, and it'll be 4 demand. Okay, and finally we have the last unit. Obviously we got the shiny version to get to. This is the tournament unit. For people that don't know, this is the tournament unit that's going to come out, the new one. So not Izuki, it's the one after Izuki. This is going to be the new one, and it's going to be Caesar from JoJo. One of you might like this person, some of you guys might not know, you might not care, you might say, ew, JoJo, I don't like that. I personally like JoJo. So the value of Caesar is probably going to be 180, just like all the other tournament units. It's not going to be less because it is cosmetic. It's not going to be garbage. Probably nothing too special, nothing too extravagant. Just going to be a regular tournament unit's value. Now, Shiny Caesar's value is probably going to be 475. It might be a little bit less by like 15, 25, 10, around there. It might be that much less, but nothing way less. It's not going to be like Shiny Buggy, probably. But it's definitely not going to be more either. So, yeah, that's probably Shiny Caesar's value. It's definitely not going to be more in my opinion. If they somehow make it more, I don't know why. Unless his cosmetic just looks fabulous, amazing. I don't know. Or it's out for like 2 weeks or something like that. I don't know. But it's probably going to be either it's going to be less or it's going to stay like that. But it's only going to be less by 20 or 10 or 15, something like that. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, please let me know by liking and commenting. Let me know if this predictions were useful. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Let me know why. It's probably going to be an argument in the comments if this video does good, just like the last one. I was actually quite accurate on the last one, I would say, except from Shiny Roger was quite inaccurate. But yeah, I'll leave it with this message. Homura is increasing, everyone probably knows. So try and get Homura before it drops, because she's just going to increase again. So, and she gets overpays. It's just crazy, I don't know. She's just going to keep increasing till a better time stop support type unit just comes out then, obviously. She's gonna decreasing like Amelia, because Koichi came out and stuff like that. So Amelia doesn't really increase anymore and doesn't really get overpaced anymore. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year, so please do subscribe. And yeah, let's try to hit 150 likes to today's video. Go join my Discord server down below. And if you're feeling generous, please do like and comment, because if you like and comment, it's the same as donating, as more people will see this video, make more money, and then I can get a PC because I'm trying to save up for one. So yeah, that's pretty much it. See you guys in the next video. Peace.